I'm at North Head, which is one of Auckland's coastal defence sites, used throughout the Russian scare, but world wars as a protection site for Auckland Harbour. It's Auckland City in the distance there. Devonport. Catch the ferry across from Auckland Central to the Devonport wharf there, and then I just walked around the bays there and came up to North Head, which is a complex of buildings as well as old circular gun pits showing remnants from the Russian scare and other wars. Down there, that's the disappearing gun. So I've got my Moasure tool, and what I'll do is I'll go down and take some video, but also have a go at trying to capture that particular site. I'll also show some videos of what the tunnel complex looks like. The entrance is just down there and it's all open today. So this is the entrance. We're walking down through the tunnels here. There's a large complex underneath, which only a portion is accessible really. There's a few magazines, cartridge stores, and other rooms which are being cleared out. It's a bit wet and dark, but considering the tunnels are around 150 years old, they're not too unpleasant. We're now at the disappearing gun chamber, where we're going to use the Moasure tool to take some sample points to define the outer circle. The circle is going to be used to define the overall scale of the model once we generate it. I also measured the concrete plinth in the centre, but this ended up not being useful for the model production. This is the photogrammetry process. I pointed the camera at the opposite side of the chamber and walked clockwise and anti-clockwise, making sure to capture enough of the top surface and the ground surface. For the above ground detail, I was only able to do one partial loop because of the amount of people. This is the generated photogrammetry mesh in the bottom chamber. You can see that even with a mobile phone it still produced pretty good results. Now we're going to take a look at the scaling process using the Moasure sample points. This animation is showing the starting point we called point 0, moving across to the axis point X. As we zoom out we can see some other test points I used to make sure that the diameter matched the measurement in Moasure as well. This is the result of the top loop. Because I was only able to do one loop, you can see some holes in the top surface there. You can also see the tie points which enabled the connection of the bottom mesh to the top mesh. In addition to being good practice, this model is going to be stored for future projects.